Imagine a winter so cold that your breath freezes before it leaves your mouth, the ground turns to iron, and the wind never seems to stop searching for cracks to crawl through. Now imagine surviving that winter in a house made of mud, wood, straw and stone. No insulation panels, no central heating, no glass windows. Here's the incredible paradox. Medieval peasants, with almost nothing by modern standards, built homes that could outlast brutal winters that would cripple many modern buildings. How did people with so few resources design shelters that kept families alive when everything outside froze solid? You know, it sounds impossible at first. But once you start pulling back the layers, what they figured out is honestly astonishing. For most medieval people, winter wasn't an inconvenience. It was an annual threat. Long before forecasts and fuel deliveries, peasants faced months of cold, hunger and darkness. Forests thinned, harvests failed, and firewood had to be rationed like gold. So houses weren't just places to live, they were survival tools refined over generations. Across Europe, from frozen northern plains to damp river valleys, peasants adapted their homes to local climates using trial, error and observation. They noticed which materials stayed dry, which walls held warmth, which roof shapes shed snow instead of collapsing under it. These weren't accidental designs. They were the result of centuries of lived experience, passed down quietly, home by home, winter by winter. Now imagine building one of these homes from scratch. First, you start low, sometimes partially underground, because Earth itself is insulation, staying warmer than winter air. Walls are thick, packed with wattle and daub or stone and clay, materials that trap heat and block wind. Roofs are steep and thatched, not for beauty, but because layers of straw hold air like a blanket, and snow slides right off. Windows are tiny or covered with oiled cloth to reduce heat loss. Inside, everything is compact. People live, cook, and sleep in one shared space because warmth multiplies when bodies, animals, and fires are close together. Even the hearth isn't about heating the room. It heats the walls, the floor, the stones, thermal mass that slowly releases warmth long after the fire fades. Every detail works together, not wasting heat, but capturing it. Here's where this story turns uncomfortably relevant. Today we build large open homes that bleed heat, then spend enormous energy trying to fix the problem afterward. Medieval peasants did the opposite. They designed homes that worked with nature, not against it. Passive heating, earth insulation, thick walls, small spaces, shared warmth. These ideas are now reappearing in sustainable architecture and off-grid living. Even modern survival experts echo medieval logic. Insulate first, reduce space, use layered materials and focus on warmth where people actually live. What looks like poverty from a distance turns out to be efficiency refined under pressure. The real miracle isn't that medieval peasants endured brutal winters. It's that they engineered their survival with intelligence, restraint, and deep understanding of their environment. With no blueprints and no modern science, they created homes that protected life when nature was at its harshest. In an age facing rising energy costs and extreme weather, these forgotten designs feel less like history and more like a warning and a guide. Sometimes the smartest solutions aren't new at all. They're waiting quietly in the past, buried beneath mud walls and thatched roofs. And if uncovering these hidden survival secrets changes how you see medieval life and modern living, then keep exploring, keep questioning, and consider joining us as we uncover more incredible truths. History never meant to lose.